Hey good people, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be telling you my 5 good tips for how I sleep better, how I have a better day, and how I have more energy in the afternoon. So I'll start with the first one, which is I don't have anything that helps me sleep. No sleep aids, no melatonin, no medication to help me sleep. The reason why that is because it stops my body's normal function of being able to go through its normal process of being able to help me go to sleep naturally. I may just have a hot shower in the evening just before bed, and that helps me basically get my body to cool down internally and tells it I'm about to go to sleep. So the second one is that I stay off my phone from about say 7 o'clock at night. I don't stay on my phone because the phone or the laptop or any screens basically produce blue light, which is what happens in the morning when the sun comes up. It's projecting blue light, and in the afternoon we're supposed to be getting sort of red to orange light, which says to our body, go to sleep, start producing our own melatonin. So what I do is, instead of having screen time, I'll read a book, I'll listen to some music, I'll do some mindfulness, a little bit of cleaning if I have to, but I stay away from the screens because those blue lights coming from your phones and your laptops keep you awake, and they trick your body into saying wake up instead of go to sleep. Well, the third one is I try and stay away from caffeine almost entirely, but I will have some sort of teas and coffees in the morning. But by lunchtime, I don't have any caffeine. The reason why that is because our body has these receptors in our brain which the caffeine bonds to, and there's a metabolite. I'm pretty sure it's called, I've got it noted down here. It's called beta amyloid, and basically that comes up in our from our spinal cord, and it goes into our sort of parts of our brain, and it helps clean out all these byproducts, right? And the beta amyloid, if we have caffeine, it's bonding to the receptors, which stops it from getting out of our bodies. So therefore, when we go to sleep and we wake up and we're having caffeine, we haven't let it all get out of our system, and we're basically still sitting in a pool of all this byproduct, which during the course of the day it builds up, and it's partly what tells us it's time to go to sleep, because we've got the threshold of too much of this beta amyloid metabolite in our system. Number 4, it is don't hit the snooze button, because the reason why I don't like to hit the snooze button, I hear my phone go off or I feel myself waking up and I make myself get straight out of bed. The reason for this is because we have what's called a sleep cycle, and we go through all the different brainwave stages while we're asleep. They usually start off at about half an hour as you first go to sleep, but by the end of the night, they're about 60 to 75 minutes long. So when you hit your snooze button and you go back to sleep, you started 5 minutes into a 35 or say 60-minute sleep cycle, and then next minute your alarm goes off and I feel groggy, and that usually takes 4 hours to get rid of that feeling, because your body is wanting to still get rid of that sleep cycle, which is getting rid of more of that byproduct. So I have more energy throughout the day, immediately in the morning, and sort of by the evening I'm still feeling great. I've got no problems with my energy. My partner comes home from work and I'm really busy to trying to see what she has planned and cook dinner and do all these, go for a walk and have all this energy. So that's a fantastic thing there. So the 5th and final one, which I find it's amazing, and a lot of people are going about this on the internet, and it's kind of true, where cold showers have become the new cocaine. Because basically, if you want to spike your dopamine, go out and get some sun in the morning, eat lots of fresh vegetables and get fresh air. A bit of meditation also does that, being sort of aware of your own body. But when you go have a cold shower, it spikes your immune system right up, and instead of having a sharp dopamine hit, which is I think alcohol and stuff like marijuana are very much 2 times your baseline of dopamine, but cocaine is around 2.5 to say sometimes even 400% more, which is 4 times the baseline of dopamine. So if you ever have a cold shower, you get 4, sometimes 3.5, 4 times the baseline of dopamine, but it's not a sharp spike. It's gradual by about lunchtime, and then it starts to come back down. The beautiful thing about this is you're getting that energy prolonged throughout the day, spikes right when you want it in the middle of the day, and you get to wind off like you do by just simply having a cold shower. say 5-10 minutes in the morning. And I tell you, initially it's like fear, shock to the system, and you don't like it. But when you can tell yourself you're going to stay in there because of the benefits from it, within a week, it's like I nearly actually do it every single morning, and I try to sort of stay in there after 5 minutes. But I recite the alphabet. I start counting numbers and doing equations and stuff to sort of take my mind off it. And I feel like, yeah, I'm so invigorated in the morning. I've got so much energy. So those are the 5 tips. I hope you enjoyed them. And I tell you, it lets me have a much better day. No brain fog, clear thinking, better working memory. And I tell you, I sleep fantastic because of it. And because of that, I'm able to talk to people a lot better. I talk clearer. I've got more attention to when they're talking about certain things. And the other thing that's a bit bonus is I'm less snappy. I don't snarl at people. I used to do it a fair bit because I didn't have the energy to process what they were dealing with and what they were trying to say to me. So I hope this helps. The 5 tips for me and why I have fantastic days almost every day. It's good as gold. You should try them out.